Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video, and in this video you can see we are going to talk about the differences between the direct development and the indirect development. We are going to talk about the differences in terms of offspring resemblance, larval stage, metamorphosis, example and the resource use. So let's start the video. Student, the direct involvement or the direct development, it occurs when an organism's or offspring resembles the adult form, okay, immediately after their birth or the process of hatching, okay, without undergoing the drastic changes in the morphology. Okay, so in case of direct development, what we understood that the offspring, okay, they will resemble adult, okay, and this process is immediate, okay, immediately after the birth or the hatching, okay. Whereas if we talk about the indirect development, so it will occur when the offspring, it has to undergo a larval stage, okay, then there is a morphological different from the adult form, okay, followed by the process of transformation that will lead into the adult, okay. So in the indirect development phase, okay, there will be a distinct larval stage, okay, and it is unlike adult. So if we talk about the characteristics of the direct development, then the young ones, they are miniature version, okay, we can say that they are miniature version of their adults, okay, and there is no larval stage, okay, whereas in case of the indirect development, there will be a larval stage, okay. So what will happen, since there is no larval stage in the direct development, let's talk about the larval stage in the indirect development. So I already told you there will be the presence of distinct larval stage, okay, and the adult stage in case of indirect development. And the larvae often inhabit, okay, it means that they are present in the different environments than adult and have different feeding habit also as compared to the adult, okay. So since the offspring directly resembles the adult phase, so there will be no larval as well as the no metamorphosis, okay. It does not occur in case of direct development, okay. But if we talk about the indirect development, it will involve the process of metamorphosis, okay. And the metamorphosis, student, it's a key process where the larval stage undergo drastic physical and the physiological changes in order to become the adult, okay. So now let's understand which species are undergoing the process of the indirect development. Then the humans, okay, birds and the reptiles undergo the process of the direct development. However, the frogs, okay, butterflies and the echinoderms, they undergo the process of the indirect development, okay. And if we talk about the resource use, then the direct development uses the significant embryonic resources, okay. They will use significant embryonic resources, whereas in the case of indirect development, it divides the resources, okay, it divides resources between the larva and the adult stages, okay. So student, before closing the differences between the direct and indirect development, let's understand the advantages which is offered by the direct development. So I already told you the offsprings, okay, they are often more developed at the birth. Okay, this will ensure the greater chance of survival of the species that undergo the direct development process. Okay, and the development happen in protective environment, okay, like in the uterus, okay, in case of mammal, or inside the shell, okay, in the shell species like in the birds and the reptiles. Whereas in the case of indirect development, the larvae and adult, okay, they often occupy different ecological niches, and they will reduce the competition for the resources. Second, the larvae, it may have the adaptation that improve its survival in early life stage. Okay, this is required for the better dispersal mechanism in the case of aquatic larvae. Okay, so this is all about the differences between the direct and the indirect development. Okay,